It is not the apple that Adam ate that made him a sinner. No, it was not the apple that Adam ate that made him a sinner. Because Jesus came and told us in Matthew 15, I think 16 that was also. He said, it is not what enters into a man's belly that defileth him. It is what proceeds out of a man that defileth him. So it is not what he ate that made him a sinner. Also, it is not that disobedience that made Adam a sinner. Because God himself said in Deuteronomy 30 verse 19, that choose you today. Let heavens bear witness that today I give you two things. Choose you today. So he cannot give you a choice and blame you for the choice you've made. So that disobedience is simply Adam's choice. But look at the sin of Adam here. Adam outrightly rejected life and chose this. Because in the garden, there was a tree of life, the tree of knowledge. That tree of life represents God's idea. The tree of life represents man's desire. So the outright rejection of this one, of life, to stick into this is what led to his death. So his sin is not actually what he ate or the disobedience, but the outright rejection of life is what made him a sinner. And that was why God said, out of his love, God said, now that he has been like this, let us push him out so that he will not put his hand and take the life and live perpetually as a bad man. So sin is not a quest of choice, but the resultant effect of your choice. Let me give you an instance. Okay, you were a worker somewhere. Your boss now came and told you that we want to see you in a place, at a particular place, in 2 hours' time. If you are not seen in that place after 2 hours, you are sacked, you are relieved of your job. Now, out of the magnanimity or the benevolence of your boss, he now provided you with 2 transport means. He now gave you a Jeep and a luxurious car. He told this one is the Jeep. It was not built for luxury, but is built for ruggedity. So this one, if you take it, because of the speed and the ruggedity, you will get there before 1 hour. You understand? Because that one is built to withstand every kind of terrain. So if you enter it, you will get there in 1 hour time. But this one is the luxurious vehicle. This luxurious, there is AC, there is comfort, everything. But there's tendency it cannot get there before 1 hour. It might get there by 4 hours. Why? Because it is not built to run on some terrains. When it gets to all those rough areas, it will be going slow. But the Jeep will jump. He said, if you take the Jeep, you'll get there before 1 hour. If you take the luxurious bus, you'll get there after 3 hours. And remember, your God told you that we want to see you in that place in so and so time. Now, the choice of the 2 cars you made, any choice you make out of the 2 cars is not the problem here. The problem is if your Oga arrives there in 2 hours time and did not find you, he will sack you. So it is the resultant effect of your choice that becomes the sin. It is not your choice. You know, there's tree of life, there's tree of knowledge. The tree of life represents God's ways, God's idea. This one represents man's selfish desires. So his choice in between these two is not the problem. But that choice is what led him to reject outrightly God. That is what made him sin. So the sin of Adam is outright rejection of life. That is the sin of Adam.